So like I said, it's very important that you ask questions before you migrate to a country that you've not been before, or a country that you don't speak same language. You need to know their policies. You need to know a lot of things before you can begin or plan to come to that country. And so someone asked a question which is very, very important about a master's student who is just coming to Portugal to spend just 2 years. I'm sure this video would go a long way. Why? Because it is an important question. But before I go into today's video, you're just coming across my channel for the first time, you're welcome. I'm Doris, or simply call me bayoandobi as my channel's name. Okay, and you've been getting values, you have been getting info, undiluted one, of course, because I don't sugarcoat my videos, and you don't give a like to my videos, or you don't even make comments. Oh, it is actually discouraging. Okay, please, if you're not subscribed, please kindly do that with your comments, likes, and sharing my videos. You're helping my channel to grow, and YouTube will actually recommend my videos or my channels. Okay, so thank you so much. So I'm going to give credit to Solomon Eddie, who asked a question in my Facebook page. So it's very important that you read comments. Go to the comment sections. There are questions that people would ask, and they are very important for you to look at, for you to also see as a point or a place to get information. The question he asked, he said, please, I would like to know if the resident card of a master student in Portugal expires immediately at the end of the program. If yes, then what is the chance of getting a job during the period of study? Okay, I'm going to paraphrase what he asked. I'm sure he wanted to ask that for a master student, yes, when you're coming into Portugal, yes, it's a 2 years program, and that's why I usually advise people to go for a 2 years program minimum. I'm going to make a video about a 1 year program, like a postgraduate diploma, and maybe a 2 years program or a PhD program. I'm going to make a video on that, so watch out for that. If you're planning to come in, if you're planning to do a 1 year program, okay, look out for that video. It's going to inspire you to make a decision. So someone is trying to ask, yes, as a master student, when you're coming into Portugal and you go to serve, like I usually said, when you're giving your visa, your date of appointment with serve in Portugal, they've changed their name to IMA. It's like an immigration body where you get your document, I mean your TRC. Okay, they process it for you. So as a master student, you're given a 2 years student permit, and with that student permit you are allowed to work for 20 hours. But you know, as some students, like with the third countries, you know, for example, you're fortunate, you get a job, and though your timetable is like maybe Friday and Saturday, I bet you want to work from Monday to Friday. Even if your class is in the evening, you then go for your classes. Okay, you will not want to stay back at home, because one is either cold will chase you out, or boredom will chase you out, or probably your money would finish. Okay, so as a master student, know that you're given a 2 years student permit, and at the end of that 2 years, what comes after you? And that is why I love this question. What happens to that master student? How does he now stay back to get either his or her PR or apply for citizenship? Okay, so what I usually advise students, whether majority actually want to come and study and work. But for those that have this mentality that I want to just come and study, after 2 years I'll now look for a job, I would advise you, the moment you come into Portugal, begin to search for a job, irrespective of where you live, whether you are in a big city or in a city that is just coming up. Okay, I made a video on how a student can actually combine study and work together, so I'll drop the video here, so watch out, look for that video and watch. Okay, you're given a 2-year study, a 2-year student permit. Begin to search for work. When it is time for your visa, for your permit, TRC, to expire, you can use that work contract that is what you're going to present at the immigration body, so that they can change your stay from student permit to a work permit. Okay, I don't know if you got the analogy. Okay, take for example, you're giving a student permit. At the end of 2 years, you're expected to leave Portugal if you don't get a job. That is their policy, because when your visa expires, what document do you want to present at that immigration body? You don't have anything to present. So for someone who had already gotten a job, who have strived, who have already been working, who has already been studying and working at the same time, you now have a document to present as safe, that IMA, to change your student permit to what? A work permit. There are cases whereby they give some people 1 year permit, some 2 years permit. If you're given 1 year permit, I would say it's actually a good one, because in the second year, if you are already working during the first year, the second year you can present your work permit at the safe. Instead of you using the school document to present, you can present your work contract. And that is why, as a master student, when you get a job, look for a job that will give you contract. It is very, very important. It is that contract that you are going to present at safe at the time of expiration of your card, of your TRC, because the TRC have validity date. Some might be 1 year, some they gave them 1 year, some they gave them 2 years. I even heard from a student who practically told me that he was given 3 years, but that was, I think, 2 years ago. So with irrespective of the card they give to you, ensure that you get a work contract that you can present. Otherwise, the policy says that after your stay, you are expected to go back to your country. I hope with this video you can understand better. Solomon Eddie, thank you for this question, and I hope a lot of people have actually benefited. So in conclusion, if you're a master student, ensure that when you come in, yes, I know you're coming for study. It's very important, because you must register, you must do other things, but have it in mind that at the end of 2 years, you are presenting something to change that status that you have, because the status that you have is what? A student permit, not a work permit. But your spouse, when you invite your spouse, when your spouse gets his or her resident card, what he or she has is a work permit. I hope this video helps 1 or 2 persons to actually make a decision, or now the person is now informed about the policies. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye bye. Ciao.